Now, the rapper Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, showed up in court to support Sean Diddy Combs, who is on trial for sex trafficking.
He wasn't there for long, but he got a lot of attention as another one of Diddy's assistants took the stand. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
After 5 weeks of testimony, juror number 6 dismissed. The judge saying he was inconsistent in his answers about where he lives, initially saying the Bronx, but then mentioning he lives in New Jersey now. The judge saying it raised concerns about the juror's basic qualifications and whether he made a deliberate attempt to get himself onto the jury. 3 defense attorneys objecting his removal, saying in part that because he's black, his dismissal would make the jury less diverse. The judge saying he'd consider their arguments and would let them know if he changed his mind. Earlier, one of the biggest names in hip-hop showing up. Kanye West, known as Ye, stepping out of a Mercedes Maybach at the courthouse in Manhattan. And when he asked if he was there in support of Combs, he nodded and said yes. The rapper watching the beginning of the testimony from Combs' former personal assistant, Jonathan Perez, before he then left the courthouse. Today, the jury hearing from a federal agent who says he seized drugs and guns from Combs' Los Angeles mansion, along with 900 bottles of lubricant and 200 bottles of baby oil. That former assistant to Combs, Jonathan Perez, taking the stand under an immunity agreement with prosecutors, telling jurors he provided supplies for so-called hotel nights with escorts, also prepping the rooms and cleaning them up. He said once he saw a video he shouldn't have of Jane having sex with another man after Combs' videographer discovered it on an iPad. He says he told Combs' chief of staff, Christina Coram, about it. On cross-examination, Perez testified that setting up hotel rooms and procuring drugs were personal errands and not work-related tasks. The defense asking it had nothing to do with your work, Perez responding no. The defense attempting to make a distinction in a case accusing Combs of conspiring with his employees as part of a criminal enterprise. And now, after Perez, we're expecting to see prosecutors call up what's known as a summary witness to try and tie together all of the testimony that jurors have heard so far before the prosecution rests their case next week. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.